Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. How y'all doing? It's Kaiser. And boy howdy, the long-awaited day has arrived. It is November 10th, and it is time for the Marvels to come out into theaters. And if it sees its shadow, another 6 weeks of winter, or something of that nature. Yeah, well, we're getting along with it, and well, the early reviews are starting to come out for this movie, and well, the reviewers all seem to have, for the most part, a similar track.
Whoa. I think I just figured something out, Beavis.
What?
This sucks.
Yeah, it really sucks.
Yep, sad to say, sounds true, but well, let's get into it. Got a lot to cover here. So, yeah, Disney's The Marvels is opening to dreadful reviews, worst Marvel film yet, and that's not just from, good old Breitbart. That's also coming straight from the New York Post saying it's the worst MCU movie yet. Even websites that are very favorable to this type of content, like Inside the Magic, say the Marvels bombs, less than 50,000 tickets sold. And, yeah, even Forbes getting a stab in on the action, saying the Marvels arrives as the third worst reviewed MCU movie ever. So, yeah. And even Forbes goes to kind of mention an interesting thing because, we're looking at the Rotten Tomatoes score there. And currently over on Rotten Tomatoes, the movie's sitting at a 60%, which is a, technically fresh, with an 85% audience score. But what's interesting, now remember, the first Captain Marvel movie was the one that caused Rotten Tomatoes to change all of their aggregate voting system and, to combat, quote, review bombing. Yeah, and, well, strange how this works. Forbes reporting the Marvels flips from from rotten to fresh with dozens of new reviews. Huh. Funny how that happens. Marvel's debuted on Wednesday with subpar review scores, which made it the third worst reviewed MCU movie ever, and also the third rotten one in the series history. Well, at least one of those plot points has changed now. At the time of writing yesterday, there were about 60 reviews for the Marvels putting it with a score of 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. But over time, dozens more reviews came in, and now with 145 to count, the movie has ticked up to 61%, just over the line to be considered fresh instead of on the rotten side. Huh. Again, who'd have thought that would suddenly happen at the 11th hour, that somebody or something would push this movie over the line from, rotten to fresh territory. And of course, the immediate reviews coming out from a lot of folks have not exactly been positive. Let's just say that. Real quick one over here from Cosmic Book News. This is just a snippet of a lot of the ones that I've been seeing lately. A lot of folks, even Gary from Nerdrotic and, other folks getting in on it, explaining what they just saw.
Guys, I just got out of the movie. I gotta tell you, it's just as bad as you think. Script's terrible, costumes are terrible, production value's terrible. They butchered a lot of stuff from the comics. It's unbelievable. My first reaction is just to fire Kevin Feige. That's it. Fire Kevin Feige.
Yep. And of course, what is the immediate, whenever all these reviews start hitting out there and people are not liking it, what is the immediate pivot to? You probably guessed it. Blame men. Yep. This is happening. Yeah, this review is like this right here from Tessa Smith at, It's really interesting to me that it's all men who are very actively hating on the Marvels. The movie isn't perfect. Read my review for my thoughts, but it doesn't deserve the hate many men are giving it. Okay. This one over here from Can We Get Some Toast? When most of the negative reviews come in from fragile men who are trying to gatekeep comics for themselves, it's fantastic to see the Marvels continue to rise. Yeah, except yeah, there's some issues there. Okay, sure. And this one was pretty hilarious to me. So this rant from this person, apparently she's a prominent shill, but yeah, let's just listen to what she has to say. Go ahead.
A letterbox comment just made me so mad, and instead of replying to this really dumb person, I'm just gonna make a video about it and rant for a second. I am
Oh, she
so
just seems like a
upset
peach.
about all this bullshit surrounding the Marvels, where so many men just want this movie to fail.
Oh yeah, it's immediately right there. It's all men's fault. Oh, men just want this movie to fail. I'm sorry. Have you been paying attention? We just want good movies. Dudes, ladies, everybody just wants good movies. I don't care what gender you are. I'm sorry, biological sex you are. Yeah, the fact of the matter is we just want good movies. People just want good movies. Make good movies and that guess what? That problem will go away. Most dudes don't really care that if you have a chick in the lead or a male in the lead. They just want good movies. Just saying.
It's ridiculous. I wrote a very positive review about the movie on Letterboxd because I liked it. And somebody commented,
Good for you.
Sounds biased in my opinion. Liking something is biased? Do you go on every single movie in Letterboxd and see a positive review and call it biased? No. You know what would be biased? If I worked for Marvel or worked on this movie, or if I said before I saw the movie, I don't care how bad it is, Captain Marvel's in it, so I'm gonna love it. That's being biased. You know what's ironic? You're being biased because you haven't seen the film and you already hate it. That's lunatic behavior. I hated Quantumania. Do you think that brought me joy? Do you think I like hating that? No, it's a bummer hating things. I do not understand how you can go into something with such hate in this way. It is just sexism. You sexist.
It's all sexism.
It's okay to dislike something. If you genuinely don't like the Marvels, I get it. There are things in that movie that are not for everyone. But if you really seriously want to hate it and are rooting for it to fail, you need to really ask yourself why, and ask yourself why you have such a problem with women and powerful women and women leading films and women directing films. I think when the Marvels officially comes out, I'm taking a social media break. I just can't take it.
Yeah. Just can't take it. Yeah, can't take the criticism. Oh, honey. Again, it's not sexism. If look, okay, you get one. Yeah, apparently she gets one bad reviewer, one guy who says that, or one person. Let's just say we don't know. Let's say one person says that her review sounds a little biased. We don't even need, she doesn't even show the review on this. So it's dubious to see if that's even actually something that's really happened or not, or if she's just trying to gin up some controversy. But of course, you know, it's all sexism. It's all men hating on women. It's all, you know, identity politics. Well, except I'm about to kind of prove to you that it's not. Because you see, here's some other posts from around the sphere. As me and a crowd of two people waiting to see the Marvels. That's Lorena Creel. Yeah, completely empty theater. Alan Ing over there at Film Threat decided to relinquish my ticket and let the kids working in my local theater go home early. He had the only ticket. He was the only person that had bought a ticket, like his only sold seat in that theater. Oof. This one over here from Movie Marvin. Movie starts in 5 minutes. This is my theater. Looks like another post-Endgame Disney Marvel hit. Yeah, completely empty except for like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 people? So 5 counting him in a giant ass theater like that? Sure. Matt Vader 74. You can say some theater seating shots for primetime Friday night. The Marvels. This movie's gonna crash so freaking hard. 7:30 to 6:30 shows. Okay. Yeah. So if you notice, these seats that are whited out are the ones that are taken. Not even at 1/4 capacity. I mean, maybe like 1/5, 1/6 of capacity. And yeah, that's one show time. This one, only 6 total seats purchased. This one here, only 4 seats purchased. Okay. Yeah, this one from Salty Santana. Empty movie theater for the Marvels. The girls working the sales booth told me none of the showings are sold out. Yeah, completely empty. Showing photos, again, proving that this place is totally empty. Nobody is going to see this movie. And then there's this absolute freaking legend. This guy says, getting my serviced in an empty theater, the Marvels opening night. Literally nobody there, and he's having a good time. Let's just say that. Fucking legend. My God. Wow. So, yeah. Not exactly expecting this movie to do all that well. I mean, again, we it's not surprising that this movie got a sudden boost from, all these additional sudden positive reviews that came in to just drive it over the line to fresh right there in time for the opening weekend of this movie that's already projected to flop really hard. And Yellow Flash coming in there admitting, like straight up telling the shills, shut up. Rotten Tomatoes in the spotlight after report claims PR firm paid for positive reviews boost. A new report claims PR company Bunker 15 allegedly manipulated and the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, including Ophelia starring Daisy Z. Ridley. Yeah, so it's not a stretch because we already have the documentation right here that companies pay for positive reviews. And we have all these pictures of empty theaters. And then we have the various shills online saying it's all men's fault. It's like, nobody, not even the ladies, are showing up to this movie. And don't just take my word for it. Let's go to the international market over here. Luis Fernando over here saying, apart from a dismal debut in Korea, the Marvels had a really rough time in France's box office, coming in number 2 on Wednesday opening day, below Five Nights at Freddy's, grossing just $435,000 with 49,000 admissions, similar to Blue Beetle's $415,000 with 47,000 admissions, and all-time low for the MCU. Yeah, that's word of mouth is shockingly bad, with critics giving it 2.5 and audiences giving it 2.4, equivalent to a C cinema score. That's bad, but it only continues. In China, the box office, the Marvels grossed $288,000 on THU previews. And I say, yeah, that's woof. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 had 3 million, Flash 1.8 million, Batman 1.5, Quantumania 2.5. Yeah, that's yikes. Yeah, that's not good. That's right there in one of their major box offices recording. In Korea's box office, negative word of mouth affects even more. The Marvel's grossing $373K on THU, the worst in MCU's history, dropping 46.3% from WED opening day. Yeah. Woof. And even rougher second day for the Captain Marvel sequel in Europe. In Italy's box office, for instance, the Marvels grossed just 188K on THU, dropping 37.3% from Wednesday opening day. Again, coming in number 2 place below local drama. Let's see, Ancora Domani's 441,000, second THU for a 490K 2-day cume and taking just 63,000 moviegoers to theaters so far. Okay, the numbers don't lie, folks. I know that there are a lot of people out there that want to probably get all over me in the comments section. Look, y'all, the numbers don't lie. The pictures don't lie. And quite frankly, all the data that we have and the past information and the actual verification on other things that have happened in the past, we have all that. Even the big media outlets are straight up admitting that this thing is a giant turd. It is the worst MCU movie. That's not me saying that. That's the data. That's what the data is showing. So if you want to sit there and call me a hater, call me a sexist, whatever, that's fine. But the fact of the matter is, this is just the data. So,
Gotcha, bitch.
oh, folks, I don't even know what else to say about this movie other than, quite frankly,
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready?
Disney, we warned you, and you didn't listen. But hey, that's what happens, and you get what's coming to you. Anyway, folks, that's all I got for today. Please definitely go down there, hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I got videos 5 days a week, and I've got live streams Wednesdays and Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. And I will see you on the next video. Have a great weekend. Peace.